Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to do a colorful look with a rainbow embraced by two clouds. I'm just starting out with a bare face, having done my usual skincare and eye hygiene routine, and the first thing I do here is I'm just going to brush up my brow hairs. So for this look I'm actually doing a colored brow, and usually I use a white eye base to do a colored brow, but this time I'm using a concealer. And I'm applying it in a really messy way using the handle of a brush because I can't get it out any other way. The doe foot actually came off the applicator some time ago. Then after I've laid down that concealer, I go in with a few clean Q-tips that have been moistened with micellar water just to clean up the excess product around the brow. Then I go in with the eyeshadow. On the front of the brow I'm using a light green eyeshadow, and on the middle of the brow towards the tail I'm using a medium dark green eyeshadow. And once I'm done with these two colors, you can see me already going in with a wet liner using the bright green one on the front of the brow for a little bit of a green highlight on my actual brow hairs. And off camera I go ahead and carve the brow, and then I also do go ahead and prime my lid, lay down a white base, and highlight my brow bone. And here I'm patting down a sky blue shade, and the first shade is actually from a Sleek palette, but then I realized it just wasn't looking as bright as I wanted it to, so I went in with the shade Take It Easel, and that's from the Colourpop Fade Into You palette, and I'm just patting it down all over the lid using a fluffy brush, and I'm just slightly blending it into the crease up against my brow bone highlight. And now I'm just starting to draw the base of the clouds that I'm going to be modifying later. And here I'm finally starting to use the wet liners. I'm starting to draw my little rainbow, and I'm starting with the color yellow. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to be going in with all the other colors of the rainbow pretty much. Once I'm done applying all the colors, I then reapply some of the colors that I just felt needed a little bit more help. So you'll just see me going back in with different colors, like the red needed a little bit of help, and then the green, and then the purples. So yeah, it's a lot of reapplying the same colors over and over again with these wet liners. And once I feel like the rainbow looks decent, I'm gonna go in here with a small flat shader brush, and I'm using that to apply the white wet liner to the base that I made of the clouds. I'm just patting down the product to make them the size and the shape I want, and I'm trying my best to make them look a little bit fluffy, kind of like real clouds. And I also did kind of go a little bit overboard, so you'll see me going in with a clean Q-tip and a little bit of micellar water to kind of try to correct that. And now I'm just quickly tightlining using a black eyeliner pencil. And then I go ahead and use my clean finger and apply a glitter primer onto my lid. On top of that, I go in with the shade Kaleidoscope from the Colourpop Fade Into You palette. And now I'm just applying a good amount of mascara. Off camera, I primed my bottom lid, and then I applied a glitter primer, and on top of that I went in with a shade called Shine Bright, and finally on top of that I go in with a shade called Lucky Charm. And now I'm applying my lashes using dull edge tweezers. And the look is finished, but I thought the lashes looked kind of sad, and so off camera I went ahead and curled my lashes using a lash curler, and that made them look much nicer. And for some reason I think this looked a million times better in pictures rather than in the video. So therefore I added a couple of pictures at the end of this video for that very reason. Thank you so much for watching.